Warning, there will be spoilers on this show. Please do not send us hate mail. Proceed at your own risk.
Welcome to the First Six podcast. I'm half of this show, and my name is Molly Southgate.
And I'm the other half, Tabby Hollywood.
And today we will be doing Upload.
Upload is a show. It's about a man who's able to choose his own afterlife after his untimely death by having his consciousness uploaded into a virtual world. As he gets used to his new life and befriends his angel, which is the real-world handler, questions about his death arise. That is the IMDb definition.
Yes, and so first off, the actors in this. We have Robbie Amell as Nathan Brown, Andy Allo as Nora Antony, Zainab Johnson, I believe I pronounced that right, I might have butchered it, as Alicia, Kevin Bigley as Luke, and Allegra Edwards as Ingrid Cannerman. And there's so many people in this show.
There are so many.
Yeah, it's not quite an ensemble cast, but...
No, it's mostly those five characters. Mm-hmm. But then, there are lots of other little characters.
Or characters that appear and, they get highlighted for, 2 episodes. There's that the kid in it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the kid. Oh.
See, the thing is, in this, I don't know anyone's name.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Not, for the life of me, remember anyone's name.
But, the names are, Nathan, Luke, Nora. They're kind of, they're very, normal names.
Yeah, but it's the same thing, on The Office or on Community or Parks and Rec or any of those.
That's true. I don't know.
For some reason, I think it's because in this, the characters weren't quite as defined.
I don't think they said their names as much.
Yeah.
It's Nora, who is the human, who is, kind of in charge of Nathan, his afterlife world. So he calls her Angel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I think she tells him that the name is Nora during it. It really took me until, episode 4 to actually memorize her name.
Yeah. They don't... I feel like they just don't mention, their names as much as other shows, like The Office.
Yeah. So, what did you think of this show?
Okay, I really liked it because it is a drama comedy, which is my favorite. It's my favorite genre.
Okay, yeah, so, well, Gilmore Girls and all these. See, okay. I found one thing interesting before I get into what I thought of it. Space Force and Upload both came out around the same time. And they're both new Greg Daniels shows. That's
I know,
interesting.
actually, I was going to
happen.
mention that. I know.
Yeah. But also the thing is, this was so much better than Space Force.
Oh, yeah.
It felt like Space Force was, thrown together. And this was, meticulously... they went through everything. The world building was amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
See, I liked this one. I didn't love it. No, it was not my favorite show. I think I'll keep watching it, though. It was fun enough. It was... The story was compelling. I loved, the mystery element to it.
Oh, yes. So, the mystery. That's when John, my brother, he walked in as, there's, a dramatic thing happening, and he's like, wait, so is this drama or comedy? I can't figure it out. And I'm like, dramedy.
It's both. It's its own magical genre.
I know, right?
I mean, honestly, I think that might be the best genre, because it just combines everything.
Yeah, it's because in this there's some mystery, trying to figure out how he died, and not how he died, but who caused it. Mm-hmm. So because it's in a self-driving car accident, because his self-driving car wouldn't listen to him, and it was hijacked. Sense. Okay, and I found this so funny. The cars look so silly. I loved how they looked.
Oh, really? See, okay, I didn't see how the cars looked. I just thought, I was like, I want this.
I do, but now it's
Now it's like, do you?
That's, like, weird. Yeah. So, like, AI is so weird.
I mean, yeah. I loved the guys. I felt like this show was a little bit like The Good Place.
Mm-hmm.
I like The Good Place more, but I felt like this was kind of in that vein.
And yeah, like
the guys,
Afterlife.
Like all those AI people throughout that were constantly like, Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown. I loved them so much.
That's the other thing.
But it felt like they were off-brand Janet.
Oh.
Because they just all were that, like, AI, but they didn't have they didn't have personality. And so I was kind of sad, because I was like, oh.
I kind of like the
Janet.
fact that they didn't have personality. Like, I found it, like, and how they kept, like, glitching and stuff.
I loved the glitches.
I loved the glitches. Those were really funny.
I wonder, because, like, I saw a bunch, but I wonder how many, like, if you really look closely.
Mm-hmm, like, how many you would notice.
Or, like if in the background, like, when they've got that whole food table, I wonder if, like, a muffin disappears at one point, or that kind of thing.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. I partially, like, want to, like, go back over and just, like, watch carefully in the background and stuff.
Yeah, see, I do the kind of thing, I don't have time for that. So I go watch the YouTube video of the person that has done that. And then I can go like, okay, here's all the things. Now I know in 10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love his friend. I can, once again.
Luke?
Was it Luke? He's the army guy.
Yeah, Luke.
Oh my gosh. I love him so much. And I totally shipped him with Alicia.
Yeah, I think that's her name.
Yeah. So would you, like, in this case, if this is our reality in a few years, would you choose to upload?
I really don't know. Because it's, like, kind of nice and stuff, but, like, also...
Yeah.
I don't really want to live forever. Honestly.
Well, see, the only reason that I wouldn't want to live forever is because I would have to watch all my friends and family die.
I know, right? And, like,
but
if you die before them...
you watch them die, and then they come and join you.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you're immediately all together, and you're together the whole time you're dead.
In Nora's case, her dad doesn't want to upload. So what if she uploads and, like, she can't be with any of her family?
Yeah, because her mom wasn't alive for the upload, right? Or was...
No, her mom...
Did they say it was really sudden? Or...
I think that she wasn't alive for the upload.
Yeah. Yeah, and I found that interesting, because I'm like, oh my gosh, when we die, we're going to have upload. Like, we're going to live this out.
Well, okay. If you notice, it's set in 2033, which is 13 years from now.
Tabby. Oh, no. I don't want to have this reality, really.
And then I looked, and I was like, oh, he was born 1 year before I was. It's like...
So we could very well be Nora's age.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's weird.
Ooh.
And who's it? And my other brother, he's like, this does not make sense. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, that's only 13 years from now.
I know, but if you think about it, it really kind of does. Like, all the tech stuff. I so wanted those phones where you don't have to carry anything, you just swipe.
I know. I was saying that, like, every episode. I'm like, I want one. Can I have one?
But the issue is, I'm really clumsy. And so I know that I would find some way to break it, or I would accidentally swipe it open all the time. Like, I would just be standing there and it would swipe
opening your
open.
hand, and it's just like...
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to know more about how uploads worked and, like, what brought the world to this point more, because, like, they all had masks in the beginning. A whole bunch of people had masks.
Wait, what do you mean?
The first shot on the train, a whole bunch of the people had masks, and my mom went, wait, why are only some people wearing those? And I went, why are only some people wearing those now? And she's like, oh, well, yeah. But I wanted to know more. I felt like this should be a book. I would have wanted to read this more than I wanted to watch it, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I love the dog therapy.
Sorry. Can we go back? I just had a couple trains go by. Mm-hmm. So, wait, what were you saying?
I wanted this to be a book. Didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I think this would be a good book.
I would, and
because then it could go more in depth.
I felt like they just skimmed the surface, and I get that that's what TV shows are supposed to do. But when you get 6 episodes in and you don't know anything, and I just have so many questions.
I feel like we did know some things, but
Yeah, we knew a few things, but I felt like there was so much more.
Yeah, it would have been nice to learn it all. Yeah. Because also, didn't they say that upload was pretty new, right?
Because the download was pretty new. There was a lot of people's heads being blown off in this. I thought for a comedy show. I just wanted to point that out. But no, the downloading people into the bodies was new. But uploading out, I felt like they had said had been going on.
Well, I mean, no, because wasn't it it was still glitching and the lake wasn't perfect yet.
I know, but look at all the people that were there. Ingrid's grandma was there. And she.
Well, how old is Ingrid?
Ingrid was in her 30s, right? No offense to the actress.
No, she's.
I have no concept of age.
She's 27.
Oh, okay.
Because she's the same age as what's his face, Nathan.
Oh, okay. Ingrid sucks.
Okay, I hate her, but she's I love watching her.
She owned that screen though. I wanted to watch her for every second.
Right?
Oh
she was the best evil character.
Yes. And I loved it that she wasn't quite evil. She was just
the
worst.
She did this because she wanted Nathan to she never wanted him to leave her, right?
Yes. Because she kind of sucks.
Because, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I felt so bad for Nathan.
I don't like Nora.
Same. Okay, I liked her how she was written. I don't really like the actress.
Oh, is that it?
I don't know. Think she was great.
I found her annoying. You're seriously
I was really upset by the love story in it.
I know, right? It's
yeah, it felt
she's
so
kind of
weird.
ruining and partially if anybody found out, then Nathan could get deleted if Ingrid found out.
Mm-hmm. The love story totally strayed from any reason or continuity, because she says she's okay, she's in this office with a whole bunch of people. They're all next to her and not wearing headphones,
I know, right?
So they can all hear every word she's saying. And her supervisor is just in the other room through a thin wall. Everyone can hear her, and she's on there going, "Oh, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but my name's Nora. I work here. I'm sitting next to this person."
And I know, and it's
she tells him all these things, and I was not happy. Yeah. I just wrote, this guy is terrible, because honestly, Nathan just kind of sucks.
He does suck, but I also kind of liked him.
Yeah, honestly. I liked him all right. He gets better.
The first episode, you're oof. This guy is the worst.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't really have a redemption arc, though. So he just kind of
not really,
gets better out of nowhere.
Yeah, but he becomes a better person almost.
Yeah, but there's no reason. There was nothing in his life. He just went, "Oh, I'm dead now."
He died.
He died, but he's still kind of mostly alive.
That's true. His. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of...
I have a favorite thing about this. Do you?
I don't think so. What's yours?
The food. One of my notes just says food in all caps.
Wait,
oh my gosh. It looked so good. That breakfast table and everything.
Oh.
I just wanted to, I was like, you know what? I'm reconsidering not wanting to be an upload, because look at that.
Look at the food.
Yes. I liked that they demonstrated the depression and all of that about dying and being in this whole new situation.
Mm-hmm. How he's about to jump, and it's
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that was...
I kind of liked the little kid. Like, he wasn't little. He's our age. He looked younger, though. But I kind of liked the little kid.
He looks... Oh, I didn't.
But then I didn't. Well, okay, why didn't you like him?
Well, I mean, I found him annoying and stuff. And, like, he's like... I mean, you know. He died and he's 18 now. And it's like... Well, he died when he was 12. But, like, seriously. He explains it and he's like, the people at the Grand Canyon should expect you to break the glass.
Oh,
it's like,
I don't remember that line from it. Oh,
that's how he died. He broke the glass when he was at the Grand Canyon, and he fell, and that's how he died.
And then
he's
he
like,
dabbed on the way down.
And then he dabbed on the way down, which is...
Yeah,
ugh.
So he was in the trailer and they said that thing. I don't like dabbing. But he was in the trailer and they said, oh yeah, you dabbed on the way down. I heard about you dying. You fell in this. And when I first heard that in the trailer, I was like, oh, that's so funny. And then I was like, oh, this kid is going to be on for like 2 lines and he's just going to be like, oh, look there's a famous dead person. And then he was on the show so much and I was like...
I know, right?
And then it was another thing... of, like, in Space Force, where it's like, we're trying to jam the PC-ness down your throat, but not actually being politically correct? Kind of? Like, they did objectify women a lot, and then they were like, oh, well, I was a woman, and I know that you shouldn't objectify them. And I was like, as someone who identifies as female, I was like, okay, yes, thank you, but also you did it in a weird way.
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
I did. I just, I don't know. That character I really did not like him.
Yeah. And then...
At all.
No, I didn't like the acting either. I didn't love the acting on this show.
No?
I liked Ingrid.
Oh, Ingrid. I think, honestly, Ingrid might be my favorite character.
She was so cool.
She was so cool.
I mean, she's just, evil, but awesome.
But then the way that she, treated the little girl.
I loved that.
And she's like, let's do our hair together. And
then she does the hair like hers.
And then she does the big, poofy hair and stuff. And I'm just like, aw.
Okay.
That's, nice. But also... Ugh.
Yes, but picturing the big poofy hair thing, I was like, you didn't change the little girl's hair at all? So she just spent the entire sleepover doing her own hair? So she's still Ingrid. She's not, the best person.
Oh, I guess, oh, that's true. But also, I feel like that episode, cute. It really, humanified? Is that a word? Humanized. It really humanized her.
I like almost. Humanified better, though.
I created a new word.
It's fabulous. I hated the part when her family were, shaming the little girl. And they're like, oh you little piggy. I was like, oh.
I know. But, I also feel like that is part of the reason why I was like, oh, she grew up in a family who was, a horrible family. Basically.
Oh, you're right.
She grew up in a horrible family. Mm-hmm. And it's they doing it, she cooked for them and they were just making fun of her and little girl and I think that's part of
yeah,
the reason why she was like that.
I actually, when I was watching this, I was thinking, we usually go into the shows really deeply and sometimes look at, okay, this character has these personality traits and, go more into the, psychology of it a little bit.
Yeah.
And in this one, I was like, I don't think we're going to be able to that much. Because I felt like Ingrid was the most fleshed out character.
Oh, yeah.
Even, Nathan, or, the guy that was in the military. He was not, they weren't,
yeah. They weren't
no, and the little kid, he was fleshed out, kind of.
Kind of.
And then, I felt bad for his parents, though.
I think that might be part of the reason why I didn't like him.
Why?
Huh?
You didn't like him because I felt bad for his parents?
Like, no, because he was just, like, so mean to them and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and he's just like, this is, like, not fair. Why, like, I can't be, like, why can't I be older? And, like, you know, they're just so rude. And blah, 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 blah. And you're like,
okay. I think that when you said that, it kind of hit on something for me. I know why I didn't like that kid.
Why?
It's because this is in, like, 13 years, right?
Yeah, 13 years.
In 13 years, I would hope that we're more politically correct than we are now. And I would like to hope that, like, feminism is farther pushed along. And in this, it really wasn't. And, like, they were just, like, that kid spent the entire time, like, he's like, oh, this is what 18-year-old boys do. And then his other friend did that same thing. And they were just, he was saying about, like, the women and everything. And they're just like, ooh, they were just objectifying them the whole time. And so that was hard to watch. And I was going, okay, well, I guess we're screwed.
Oh.
Guess this is what the future is, people. Have fun. And they didn't do it in a way like Handmaid's Tale does it, where they show, like, look at how terrible this is. Fix this. This did it in a way of, oh, look at how we're going to kind of point out how bad this is, but it's just normal.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I don't want this to be normalized.
That might be reason why. Like, that's the character, like, that really.
Mm-hmm. And then when all the older guys, when he was walking around without the shirt on, when he had taken the patch, they were all like catcalling at him. And I was like, ew, you're like 70.
I know, right? That was, ugh.
Yeah, so I really struggled with that. And, that was really hard to watch.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I don't have too much for this episode. Did you have anything else? I'm trying to go through.
I did want to point out, so the entire show, Nathan, Robbie Amell, he looks so familiar.
Tom Cruise.
Like, Tom Cruise. He looks like Tom Cruise.
I know. I said it to my parents. I was like, oh my gosh, Tom Cruise is in this? They're like, no.
It's not Tom Cruise, but just looks like him.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Just 'cause. What?
I just remembered something. Personally, I love Luke and Alicia's relationship, and that was the only romantic relationship I bought. And it wasn't even, see, I like to be tortured with shows, with my ships. I like it to never come true and just to complain the whole time. And this was perfect for me. I think that's why I didn't like Nora and Nathan. But I loved when she was taking away his fingers. And she's like, I've got a fingers file. Well, fingers and something else that I will not say on this show.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Also, Creed was in it.
Yes, I said that. I was like, Creed!
I was so excited. Because I looked up, I was like, wait, is that... Oh my gosh, they got Creed from The Office, Creed Bratton. That's his name, right? That's not his character's name.
That's, both.
What?
His name is Creed Bratton in The Office, and his actual name is Creed Bratton.
Mind blown. Okay. Yeah, but I was so excited.
Yeah. There is, like, that there was, like, a head blowing up in it, and there was blood everywhere.
I know, I was so sad. I was like, they used him for 1 second.
He was only on for 1 second, and then it blew up.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with Nathan.
What?
Same thing. Remember when Nathan... Well, he wasn't on for 1 second, but his head blew off.
Oh, his head...
Right after they went, yeah, we're going to re-download you soon into your body again. And they're like, oh, great. And then he went up, and then it exploded.
Yeah. But actually, Nathan's head didn't blow off. It disintegrated. So it was much less, like, bloody and stuff.
Oh. I must have misremembered it. I thought that it blew off the same way.
No, it did not. There was not. When Creed's head, what was his name in the show? I don't know his name, but his head, like, blew off, and there's, like he's bleeding, and there's blood everywhere.
And it was disgusting, and on live television.
Disgusting, but, like, the thing is, like, it's not, like, like, for me at least, it didn't seem, like, gross and gory.
Oh, yeah.
It was, like, it was more funny.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
I agree with you. They could have gone overboard, and they didn't. They, like, right there, they hit the sweet spot.
Yeah. But the thing is, I think Nathan's head, it wasn't as bloody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to remember it, because so, Tabby, I did what you did last time for Little Fires Everywhere, and I watched one episode, and then I waited, like, a week, and then on Saturday, I watched 5 episodes of this show.
Well, I mean, this is only half an hour.
At least I didn't have to watch 5 hours.
5.
Yeah. Ooh, that would have been rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny because I remember we had this is just a side note, but it was very funny for us because we were texting back and forth all week, and we were setting up our time to record, and we'd also set up a play date. And when we were doing that, we went, oh, okay, let's do this week. And then we're like, wait, no, we already have something set up. And so we've, like, seen each other so much and been, like, calling and texting the whole week. And it's been hilarious. I said, we're, like, trying Abed on Community when they keep, like, they schedule too much together. Like, and they're like, oh, no. Now we have nothing to talk about because we've already said everything.
They're totally like that.
Oh, my gosh, obviously. Here's one note I had. Why does Greg, referring to Greg Daniels, love awkward songs?
It's funny.
He takes this joke of them singing awkwardly, and he did this in Space Force, and he did it here, and...
Wait, when did they sing awkwardly? Yes, Uptown Funk.
Uptown Funk. So, at first I was like, oh, this is funny, and then I was like, oh... It's really awkward. Oh. I got so bored. You loved it?
I found it so funny. How, like, they're just like, Uptown Funk, and they're just like groaning and just like so awkward.
Yes. And then, I loved it too. For the first 5-10 seconds, I was like, this is really funny and awkward. Okay. And then I would like to him go like, oh yeah, oh, okay, I know what you're talking about, and stopped her.
Well,
but
no, I think
they did the whole song.
No, they didn't.
Didn't they? They did a lot of the song.
No, they did not.
It got to a point. It hit a point where I was kind of done with it.
Well, you can, like, only understand, like, 10 seconds of a song. It was only, like, 20 seconds.
Well...
It wasn't very long at all, and I think, like, I liked it because, like, she's really, like, she's not supposed to, like, do that for him. And, like, he's not supposed to remember it because, like, his memory got wiped. So,
yeah.
I liked it.
How did the memory get wiped?
I think it was Ingrid.
I don't think it was Ingrid.
Who do you think it was?
I think that it was the, oh, no, I think I might agree with you on Ingrid, but I think it was the people that created the upload come and went to Ingrid and went, hey, can you mess with this? We'll wipe his memory.
Really? Why?
Because Ingrid wanted him forever, and he was doing something to rival Upload. He was doing something to completely get rid of that. So I think that they went to her. I have not watched past episode 6, I would like to say. So, if I get anything right, that is not my fault.
You might be right. I guess I thought it was Ingrid, so, like, you know. But then again, why would she wipe his memories of that?
I think Upload wiped his memories.
Yeah, I think... But, so Ingrid, we think, killed him? Like, hijacked his car?
Yeah, well, his vitals were going up, and they went, we need to get him into Upload right now.
But I also... Well, I mean, yes, she did that, but I think... Well, I mean, I think she hijacked the car and made sure he got uploaded and didn't let his vitals go up. Like, she definitely wanted him dead.
Oh, yeah. And we were just feeling sympathy for her. Oh, no. Who have we become?
Oh, no. I still like her.
I still like her, too. It's like in that one SNL skit that I'm obsessed with where it's a game show and they just keep looking at each other and go, all right, first question. what have you become? That's how I feel right now about this.
Okay.
All right, well, I think that was all I had. Did you have anything else?
Not really. Oh, Fran.
I was just about, yep.
The cousin.
Fran is amazing.
And how she's just like, I'm a private detective. And he's like, no, you're just my cousin.
Yeah, he's like, you are a middle school gym teacher, so...
So, like, you're just my cousin, and you're a middle school gym teacher. But then, like, she figures it out, and you're like, whoa.
I know! It's because like, Fran is the best part of the show. And I don't know how we forgot her, but she was amazing.
I know. Poor Fran.
Poor Fran, indeed. All right. Do you want to give the outro?
Okay. So, please write us with any suggestions at thefirst6podcast@gmail.com.
Next week, we will be doing This Is Us.
If you haven't already, please subscribe.
Keep watching.
And keep listening.
Thank you for listening to the First Six Podcast. This show is hosted by Molly Southgate and Tabby Hollowed. It is edited by Rob Southgate and produced by Southgate Media Group in conjunction with Mastery Media. You can find us on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook at The First Six Podcast. Get in touch with the show at thefirst6podcast@gmail.com. Please rate and review us wherever you listen to this show. It really helps. Thanks again for listening. Catch you on the next channel.